Google, two big businesses there. Well, actually, one really gigantic business, which are ads, and a tiny business, but getting bigger cloud business.
Yeah, absolutely, Pat. And you know, I'll share the limelight with you here. I had the chance to go on and talk to Emily Chang on Bloomberg about this one, and after digesting it, look, I kind of see the ad spend is back. I mean, Facebook later in the week proved this, but across the board, companies that are in the ad space are performing very, very well. The earnings were almost, it was $11 above expectation, 26 versus 15. I mean,
11.
Over 55 billion in revenue. YouTube was up. Traffic acquisition costs were pretty steady. Revenue rose 34% year over year. But this is a kind of a reopening story. And again, everyone gets excited about those. But when the pandemic took place, Google actually took a fairly significant hit to its ad revenue, because a lot of people that advertise on places like Facebook and Google are smaller businesses that are spending money to drive traffic to their company sites. Well, as we're starting to see reopening, we're starting to see more momentum in industries that have basically been completely shut down. I traveled this week. I was in Texas, in Dallas, not Austin. Austin was going to be my home. But my point was, the hotel was packed. The airplane was packed. The airport was packed. We're starting to see the world look and feel like the world, like the one that we knew pre-2020. We're not entirely back. There's still issues. India is a big issue. There's still issues going on here in the States. We have not gotten everybody vaccinated. We haven't yet figured out exactly what how robust our immunity is, but we're starting to see things more normal, and that means more spend in Google. So that's what's going on the advertising space, Pat. I'll make one comment about cloud, and then I'll let you chime in, because I know you work closely with the team over there at Google Cloud. Revenue is up. It's up substantially, up over $1 billion from the same period last year. But the losses are still mounting, over 900 million in losses, but they're narrowing. And that's basically, when it comes to Google Cloud, what I'm looking for. I believe they're not interested in being number 3. They're interested in competing side by side with Amazon and Azure. They're going to spend what it takes. They will continue to lose. And when you're generating $26.29 a share in earnings, even after losing $1 billion on your cloud business, you can continue to keep investing.
Yeah, and that's what I'd like to focus on, which is their cloud business, which, for forever, we were wondering, hey, how big is this, cloud business? It was in the other bets before, and I was really happy to see them break it out. And I think the timing was good, because if I look at, how they did, I mean, they were up 34%. In cloud, up 1.3 billion or 1.27 billion. In comparison to AWS, which is sometimes unfair, they were up 3.2 billion. But still, even putting Google Cloud and AWS in the same statement is I think impressive. Now, I'm going to come out and state the obvious, which is that Google is primarily SaaS. With some PaaS and a little bit of IaaS, where AWS is tilted more to IaaS. But AWS does count their PaaS and SaaS as well as cloud revenue. So I don't know what cloud revenue is. My definition is IaaS plus PaaS plus SaaS. Loss narrowed. Loss can't be there forever, but you know what? When you're cranking out $15 a share, is that what you said?
26.
Sorry?
26.
$26 a share, you can afford investments and go forward losses. Now, the loss did narrow substantially, which was nice to see.
Yeah, I think just to wrap up on this, because the back and forth, we just have too much to cover, Pat. But everybody kind of wonders that question. That's what we need to watch, is how long will Google, Alphabet sustain losses in its cloud business in order to catch up and grow? And I actually think it'll be a while. I could see at least 4 to 8 more quarters, which is significant of taking losses, because I think they'll invest in people and they'll invest in data centers, and they're going to invest in winning business at every opportunity. Because like I said, I just don't see Google being interested, or Alphabet being interested in being number 3 in anything, which, by the way, I love. We always say this on the show: spurring innovation, spurring competition, good stuff.
Well, and the market typically comes in threes. right? And I know a lot of that's based on how you characterize a business, but good markets have three very large players, and that's how markets typically end up.